Sector Wars, play Astro Blaster.
If you destroy my baby,
Intruder alert. The intruder must not escape.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
you will be a torpedo.
Prepare to qualify.
Oh, warrior needs food badly.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Bermuda Triangle. This is also known as World Wars. This was created by SNK in 1987, and it is a vertically scrolling shoot-'em-up game that's very unusual. It's got very nice graphics. That's not why it's unusual. I'll explain further in just a second, but the controls are also kind of unusual for a shoot-'em-up. You have a rotary knob, and you can move that knob in all directions to control your ship or your plane. But you can also turn the knob to rotate the turret on your plane. And you have a fire button, and you have a change option fighter formation button. You can pick up option fighters, and there will be up to 3 in front of you that can shoot when you do, and they will fire straight up. And they can fire straight up while you turn your turret to a different direction and fire a different direction. It's kind of cool. There are voices in this game, and they're kind of creepy. But the weapon system involves an energy meter to the left that builds up, and that's also your life meter. As it rises, you can change forms, and this will give you greater firepower. But if you are hit while you are changing forms, you will die instantly. Otherwise, it just drains off your energy meter, and when your energy meter is 0, then you're dead. Or maybe it's 0 and then you get hit and then you're dead. But you can increase the energy. See, I've already got my option fighters here. You can increase your energy meter by picking up E's, the letter E that enemies will drop sometimes. You see those weird red orbs with kind of a sparkling aura around them? Do not touch those. Those are not power-ups of any kind. Those will massively hurt you. So stay the hell away. Even though you have an energy meter that will deplete as you get hit, there are some enemies that can strike you with one blow and kill you immediately. I had never seen or heard of this game before. It's not bad. The graphics are very good, I think, for 1987. Pick up those E's or whatever you can to get energy back as much as you can. Now note that the action will go forward, and then all of a sudden you'll go backwards, and then you'll go back upwards. Very, very weird. But once you go upwards the last time, or that is the last time, and you will face a boss. And again, do not touch those sparkly orbs. When you die on this game, you will pick right up where you left off. And note that there is a distance meter at the top of the screen. Here is the boss. Now the distance says 0 because that means we're at the boss. And when you beat the boss, then you will go to the next area. and you go back in time when you go to the next level. And we'll go back from the future to still the future, 2325 AD. And you will keep going back in time. You will not go back to like BC or anything. There will be an ending to this game. Note that I'm now using my turret button, to rotate the turret. You will definitely need to get to utilize that as you progress further in this game. It gets very hard. I hate when enemies just pop out from all angles and can easily surprise you and you don't have enough time to react. You really have to memorize the level layout, and that really sucks. Yeah, some of the enemies that you pass will fire at you from behind, and that really sucks. Either E's, the letter E, or these red glowing things on the ground, crap, I was not ready for that, will replenish your energy. And you'll hear this creepy voice tell you whether or not you're just about dead, and it announces other things to you. This is just a sub-boss. This is not a regular boss. Whoops. Shoot. Collected those energy icons just in time. Ah, crap. That killed me. But yeah, it's so weird that you go forward, and then you go backwards, and then you go back up one more time. Just a very strange, unusual game. But the graphics are very nice, and the power-ups, when you get more energy, are pretty cool. Those option fighters can act as a shield. They can protect you from those sparkly orbs that are so damaging, and they can protect you from enemy shots too, of course. But yeah, one of the buttons can change the formation of those option fighters. And if you have the maximum amount of energy possible, plus, plus you use the option fighter button, you might be able to have this electrical charge that's super damaging, especially to bosses.
Report. Bomb heart. Report. Bomb heart.
I'm not entirely sure what they're saying, but it's kind of creepy. Later on in the game, there will be these warp zones that you want to avoid like the plague, and you see those. They're black and red flashing circles. Stay the hell away from them. They will warp you to some sort of negative zone that's super hard, and you can't get out unless you die. It really sucks, and we will look at that later on. So stay the hell away from that black hole, or whatever it is, and you'll hear that creepy voice warning you that it's coming up. Do not touch it. Do not go near it. Yeah, you can play two players simultaneously, and there was that electrical charge that I was telling you about.
Damage. Armor. Losing power.
Shut up, creepy voice. But yeah, this game is also known as World Wars, and the two versions, Bermuda Triangle and World Wars, are very different, and we will look at the differences later. I put on invincibility by this point, I believe, and I just wanted to show you later parts of the game. This takes you through various, I guess, places in history. I can't entirely tell what they all are, but yeah, you have a rotary knob. You can move your plane with it, and you can also turn the knob and rotate the turret on your plane. And then you have a regular fire button, and you have a button that changes the formation of the option fighters. Not quite to 2020 yet. Hope the new year is kind to you. Hope you enjoy the Super Bowl when it gets here. I'm enjoying the fact that the Patriots aren't in it. And I'll just show you like the remaining bosses, I think, and parts of the remaining stages. Like I said, you don't go all the way to like BC or anything. This goes to, what is it, 1941? Yeah. And this has fairly pleasant music here. Yeah, you deplete your energy bar a little bit when you use those electrical charges. But yeah, as your energy meter rises, it will change to a different form, and you can have some very nice firepower, and you can pick up some optional fighters. And you press the secondary button to change the placement of those fighters. Yeah, that electrical charge is very, very, very strong. Here we face a number of these mini bosses in a row. It's so weird that you move up the screen, then it scrolls back down, and then it scrolls back up, and then you face a boss at the end. Really strange. I'd never seen anything quite like that in a shoot 'em up. There, you have to avoid that. I think I'm gonna let it touch me so you can see what it's like. But yeah, this will take you to an area that does not end. It has these creepy, screeching enemies. Yeah. And it's got those sparkly orbs that can cause massive damage. I put on invincibility though, so that's not going to hurt me. You see the distance meter. If it goes to 0, it will reset. There's no way out of this area unless you die. It really sucks. Or at least that's what I can tell. I swear I'm going to hear those damn things in my sleep. God damn, shut up. This game just has such a creepy vibe to it with computer voice and these guys here. But yeah, it just doesn't end unless you die. I'll let myself die so I can start over in the overworld regular gameplay. Yeah, see. But yeah, stay the hell away from those black holes or whatever they're supposed to be. Do not touch them. And try not to touch those flashy orbs. I don't know what better name to call them. Yeah, there's a number of differences between this and World Wars. And we'll look at those later. Bermuda Triangle World Wars was released in '87, but basically in Japan, and saw a U.S. release, I think, in '88. And this time you warp back to 1557. Yeah, you don't quite go back to BC, but you go, I don't remember, like 500 or 600 AD. Ah, these creepy guys are in the regular world too. Yeah, I've never seen this one, never heard of it either. For 1987, it has really nice graphics.
Horizon.
Between this and World Wars, I like this Bermuda Triangle better. But yeah, we'll just see like bosses and various different settings that you can warp to. Now we go to 1365. I'm not entirely sure what some of these places are supposed to be that we warp back to. But yeah, the time traveling motif of this game is not present in World Wars. I love using that to fry the bosses. Very, very useful. To 1173.
Armor, losing power. Rig 1. Power up.
I don't know if you were really big into the college championship bowl. I didn't really care. I didn't really care who won that. At that point, the team I really cared about had already played. They played the Rose Bowl, the Ducks, and they won. But I'm happy for the LSU quarterback. His name's Joe Burrow. He's definitely going to be picked up by the Cincinnati Bengals in the NFL draft. My Buffalo Bills don't pick until number 22, but they've got a total of 9 picks and a lot of cap space coming up, so they can build on their successful year they had this year, even though they didn't win the playoff game that they should have. Use that shield or that electrical field again. Very, very useful. Yeah, collect the E's and those red flashing marks on the ground, whatever they are. Stay the hell away from those sparkly orbs. Really don't know what better name to call them. We're gonna have a look a little bit at the World Wars version. Some things that are different. You will die with one hit. There is no up, down, then up scrolling feature. There are no bad warps, or no black hole warp things that we had in this game. You don't pick up your next life right where you died. This time we warp back to 981, was it? Oh, the ancient pyramids. I'd like to go further back than that. But also, there is no time warp motif. Maybe I already mentioned that in World Wars. And there's an actual set course, start to finish, and you go through Antarctica, Hawaii, Tokyo, Egypt, and China on your way to the goal. This game's okay. It gets... I hate enemies coming from all directions, and you have to memorize the stage to remember where they come out of. They can just surprise you like crazy. And stay away from that warp hole. Black hole, whatever you want to call it.
Return operation.
It might be at the end of this stage that that the game will end. Yeah, you can play 2 players simultaneous play on this game, and with World Wars, I believe.
Warning. Alright.
Stay away from that.
Report. Alright.
But yeah, remember, if you choose to play World Wars, it will not have those annoying black hole things. A lot of the power-ups can be gleaned in World Wars from using your bombs. You shoot both bombs and regular shots at the same time when you press the fire button. But you can bomb like the tops of buildings and stuff, or certain buildings below to get your E symbol. Here's this boss.
Report. Bomb hut. Report. Bomb hut.
And there we go. Now we warp back to 789.
Warning. Damage.
Is this the last level?
Power.
Oh. Nope, it ends right here. Congratulations. English. But that is the end of Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle had a different version called World Wars. But they were both released in 1987 by SNK in Japan. And got US release in 1988. But you have a rotary knob to control your ship and rotate your turret, and buttons to fire and change your option fighter formation. And you gotta put in a total of 5 characters, I believe, for your name. But that's Bermuda Triangle. And in just a moment, we'll have us look at least some of World Wars. Quite a bit of differences between the 2 games. There's less creepy voice, I think, in World Wars. There's World Wars here.
Warning. Emergency. Alpha, missile start.
Yeah, notice that there's no life bar right now. And you can build that by collecting the E's. But you have to find certain things to bomb. You can rotate your turret in this too, and change the formation of your option fighters when you collect them. And there's an E. And give me a little bit of what will be a weapon energy bar, because you die automatically when you get hit. And again, you don't pick right back up where you left off when you died. We'll scoot forward a little bit, and I think I put on invincibility by this point, perhaps. You can use the electrical charge with certain enemy or certain option fighter formation and full energy on this game too. this does not have a scrolling up, then scrolling down, then scrolling back up motif. You will face the boss at the end of the when the distance meter reaches 0. And now see, there's a more set course. And again, there's Antarctica, Hawaii, Tokyo, Egypt, China, and then the goal. Scoot forward, see, I've got the option fighters with me. And again, you can change their formation in this game too. And you get stronger weapons as you increase the weapon meter on the left. But it's just a weapon meter, you can get killed at any time. Well, that was Bermuda Triangle by SNK in 1987, also known as World Wars, kind of different version. Well, this is Crazy Clown Radio. Thanks for watching Bermuda Wars. Hope you have a great week, and I will catch you later with another video. Bye-bye, folks.